So the second type of cell transport that you need to know about is osmosis. This covers the definitions of osmosis and also knowing that it's movement of a substance into and out of a cell. You need to know the definition again. So osmosis is the diffusion of water molecules only from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. Now, this doesn't always apply to the concentration of everything in the solution. This only refers to water. It might be that the water is moving to an area of high concentration of solute, i.e. sugar or salt, but the concentration of water molecules is decreasing, and that is the only type of cell transport that you need to know about. And this is through a partially permeable membrane. So as you can see below, you've got two beakers. The first one is showing the water at a high concentration, moving to an area of low concentration. You can see that the other half of the solution is rising in size. There are more solute concentrations, but there is less water. Now, we're going to look at two questions which are one of the hardest questions to do with osmosis. The first one's more basic, so it's explaining what is meant by the term osmosis. So that would be simply adding the definition. And the second one is applying your knowledge of osmosis to a question about red blood cells. So let's have a look at the answers. The first one is literally the definition which we looked at a second ago, written down. The first mark is always for saying moving from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. And the second is for saying it's through a partially permeable membrane. That's really important in an answer. One thing to be careful of as well is that you mention it's only diffusion of water. It can't be any other molecule. The second question is slightly more complicated in that you have to apply your knowledge of osmosis to a red blood cell. Now, with the knowledge that that a cell would burst if too much water is within it, you can apply that to this question by saying if there is too much water going into the red blood cells to an area of low concentration of water, then the cell will burst or lyse. The first mark is for saying it's due to osmosis. The second mark is saying because the cell lyses.